and physical fitness with Patrick. Getting my phone set up here. We've got problems. Got problems with the phone, but welcome to physical and financial fitness with Patrick. Do this here in the mornings, each morning here in my garage gym where I come live doing my morning workout. So if you definitely want somebody to work out with in the mornings, you shoot on in here in the mornings and hang out with me so we can do some exercises. Today it's going to be a push day, getting a shoulder, chest, and tricep pump. That's what I'm going to do today. But this is designed for Q&A, guys. Anything fitness or finances. I invest in mortgage notes. I'm building some apartments in Florida. I run an investment fund. And I've been using OPM ever since I used to sell venture capital way back when I was 19 years old back in, 99, 2000. So I'm heavily involved in real estate investing, heavily involved in raising capital. And that's what we're here for, so that you can ask me any questions that you would like. So we can talk crypto, we can talk real estate, we can talk passive cash flow. I like to buy first lien mortgage notes, something that we can talk about. Just pretty much anything is open, but generally my forte and what I'm good at and been studying for years would be finances or fitness. Played a lot of sports, so pretty much open Q&A for anybody that wants to come here and join me in the morning. So welcome. I think it is Monday. It's a early Monday morning. So welcome. And if you do hop on here, remember a live Q&A. So I just want to be able to answer questions about fitness or finance here in the morning in what I call my dungeon, my little garage gym. And I'm trying to do this twofold to see if I can get my television to work here. And maybe I can get this live on the TV, and then that way I can see the questions a lot better and so on. Yes. I'm hoping this will work. That'll be cool. Okay, it is working. All right. Yeah. Okie dokie, Smokey. So anyways, guys, so I'm going to be coming here live. If you hopped on, I'm going to come here live. My name's Patrick, talking about fitness and finances. I have a $250 million investment fund that I run. I specialize in mortgage note investing, passive cash flow, but we can talk anything finances, from, investing with retirement account, 401k, IRA. It's all about, fitness and finances in my mind. That's what I concentrate on mostly. I was really fat and overweight. I was drinking beers. I had bad habits, and I was really looking terrible. So I had to switch that up. So I started changing to a better diet, stopped drinking alcohol, started working out again, and things have bettered. So definitely here to help you with motivation about your fitness, but also too, guys and gals, finances. So I invest in mortgage notes for passive cash flow. I run a fund. I build apartments. I've been involved in real estate endeavors and around investing in venture capital for 25 years now. So anything that you need to bring up, and let's ask. Yes, thank you, Lopez. Jesus loves you and died for your sins on the cross because he cares about you. Ain't that the truth? Amen, brother. And hello, Sean. Sean the Hawks fan, right? Right on. Hey, Sean the Hawks fan, what's up? So guys, we're just on here to talk about fitness and finances. I run an investment fund. I've been using other people's money and raising capital and doing things like this for about 20, 25 years now. Right now we're building a 32 unit and a 48 unit apartment building out in Florida. I buy mortgage notes for cash flow, all that good stuff. You can make me mod. God bless. I can make you a mod. You know what? I haven't even gotten there yet. I appreciate that, though. I really appreciate that, offering up mod assistance. I haven't got that far yet. This is only my third or fourth one of these. I'm going to do it every day, though. So, eventually I'll gain an audience and we'll have some fun here, but maybe I'll need a mod. But, I've only had like good people show up so far. But I appreciate that offer, though, man. If you're going to come every morning and join me from 6:30 to 7:30 Pacific time, if you want to work out, talk fitness or finances, I'm sure I'll need a mod at some point. I haven't been huge into live videos in my past, so this is kind of new to me. So, yeah, hopefully I will need a mod. Hopefully that's a good problem I have soon enough. But Guys, you're here to talk about fitness and finances, and so you can ask me anything you'd like about investments or how money works, finances, how to raise other people's money, anything like that. Or maybe you just want to talk about fitness, working out, losing weight, eating better, having more energy in the mornings when you wake up. It wasn't so long ago that I wasn't waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning very easily, you guys. As a matter of fact, I wasn't at all. I was somebody who liked to sleep in a lot and stay up late at night. I was a night person. What's the workout today, little Penny? We're going to do some pushing exercises today. Everything's pushing away from me, so we're going to work a lot of shoulders, chest, triceps, and we're going to take it simple. I have some sort of arm injury. I don't know what it's from. It's from golfing. I play a lot of golf, but I have some sort of like tendonitis or some sort of arm injury. It's been bugging me for weeks, and I got to get it to go away. But the more I keep messing with it and lifting weights with it too hard, it doesn't want to go away. So I'm going to do, I'm on my way to bed now. Holy smokes. Well, where are you at? You're obviously not in San Diego, California then. If you're on your way to bed at 6:41 a.m., that's what time it is where I'm at. The Best Life Homestead said, I'm on the way to bed. Oh, you're in Canada. Okay. Canada. What's the weather like? I don't know what part of Canada you're in, but what's the weather like out there? I know like more than half the United States is getting stomped with a snowstorm at this point. But San Diego's been nice. Like 70 degrees and sunny yesterday. Toronto, Canada. That's cool, man. You know that I've never been to Canada before. I'd love to go. I would love to go to Canada. See if this thing works. There you go. Anyways, I would love to go to Canada. Toronto. That'd be super cool. Oh, you're in a hotel? It's cold. I bet it's cold, man. Toronto, Canada. Cold in a hotel. Well, it was a little chilly in my garage, but this morning, but I ain't gonna complain because, yeah, I know it's fun, huh? Fun being chilly out there, but yeah. So we're gonna do a push day today, you guys. If you're somebody who's working out with me or whatever, maybe you don't work out, and this will be motivation for you to start. You know. But I got these 2 benches, so I'm gonna move one of these. Actually, I'll use this little one today. I'm gonna move this bigger, heavier bench out of the way. I just got 2 benches. One is a little bit more heavy duty and has like a little janky leg machine on it, so I can do leg extensions. But, whew. All right. So we are going to use this little teeny lightweight bench that I like to use, that I can just whip around. It's tiny and it's light, easy to adjust, and of course, affordable on Amazon. Isn't that always one of the main prerequisites to buying things these days? I just subbed and I liked it. Okay, cool. Well, if you guys have anything, questions about fitness or finance, my name is Patrick. I've been in fitness and finance for years, mostly finance, raising capital, building startup companies. Now in the real estate sector, so I'm doing some buying mortgage notes across the United States for passive cash flow. Secured by real estate, that's what I do mostly. Because passive cash flow is pretty cool. Passive cash flow is what sets us free financially. But I'm now also building some apartments in Florida, which is kind of a cool endeavor. New endeavor, but cool. And so we can talk fitness, finances, or anything you have questions about, honestly. If you have some real question that you want some answers, I'm just here to give my opinion. Not the smartest guy in the whole wide world, but I do have a lot of experience with fitness and finance. And so if it comes to anything with your health, energy, or fitness, let me know. I can help. And then also, especially finances. If you guys are looking to break free financially, if you're not already, or if you're looking for good investments, things that protect your capital, protect your principal, backed by real estate, create cash flow, those kinds of things. That's what we talk about. Sophia, hello. Good morning and welcome to Fitness and Finances with Patrick. This is where we talk about anything about your health, fitness, energy levels, those kinds of things, because it's very important. And also finances, right? Money ain't everything, but it sure makes life a little bit easier. So if you can get some passive cash flow coming in, owning assets versus liabilities, it's what you guys want to do. So I'm just here to hopefully answer some questions for you guys. And I do this live because I'm always down here in my garage gym in the morning working out anyways. And so usually I'm consuming other people's content during my workout. I'll watch YouTube videos and get educated while working out. But I thought, you know what, let's switch it up this year. I'm going to come to you guys live and be able to give you some of me and let you know who Patrick is, get to know me a little bit better. And I'll be able to answer your questions about either fitness or finance. So anyways, that's why we're here. Feel free to pop some questions in the chat. And what we're going to start off with is we're going to start off with 25-pound dumbbells. And the 25-pound dumbbells, I've got these power blocks, which are really cool. Because they're square, your hand goes in the middle, and they're really balanced and they're easily adjustable. But yeah, power's been around for a long time. This is actually an old set. But I'll use power block dumbbells right here, and we're going to start with 25-pound dumbbells. If you're working out with me or if you like to work out like this, you don't necessarily have to use 25s. You can use 5s or 10s or whatever dumbbells it is that you have and whatever works for you. Since this is just a warm-up set and we're just stretching out basically, then I'm going to be doing 20 reps with the 25s. 20 reps of just seated straight shoulder presses up and down like that. And we're going to get our shoulders and chest and everything warmed up a little bit. So I know I may breathe a little hard into the microphone when I'm actually working out and stuff like that, so bear with me. Sophia says, my dad has those. You know what, Sophia? Guess what? My dad, before he passed away, gave me these. And so these power blocks used to be my dad's. So shout out to Pops. Shout out to your Pops, who sounds like he was awesome. He was working out with power blocks. So shout out to him. So anyways, we are going to get to doing a small set here, a warm-up set. And I'm going to bring you down to my level here. There you go. And guys, the only reason I have my cell phone back here is I thought I could, what should I do? I'm 9. Oh, you're 9 years old, buddy? Well, hey, if you're 9, I wouldn't recommend working out very hard at 9. You don't want to be, here, I'm going to put this over here so you don't see me. But I wouldn't recommend working out too hard at 9. Your body's still developing and growing. But definitely start working out. I would just go light. That's all, buddy. If you're 9 years old, I just saw a picture of me and I started working out when I was probably like 5 or 6. That's because my father was big into bodybuilding. But yeah, no, if you want to work out, I only do 10 pounds. That's perfect, man. I have my 10 pounders inside the house. But you start where you start, man. And 10 pounds at your age, that's a lot of weight, buddy. That's buffness. That's buffness right there. So all I'm going to do today is I'm sitting down on the edge of a bench, you guys. I'm just sitting down on the edge of a bench. You can sit anywhere you want, in a chair or anything like that. How do you live stream? Through my telephone. I'm just on my telephone here. And I was trying to figure out how to get it on this, well, I guess I have to put it this way. I was trying to get it on this TV screen back here. I have a flat screen TV in the garage, and it was going to make it a lot easier for me to like read the questions and stuff like that. But we just have horrible Wi-Fi down here. Horrible Wi-Fi in my garage. So, let's see. So anyways, guys, I was trying to get it on this TV because it helps me like see your comments and stuff. So I don't have to like look at my phone like I am right now, but it's all good. Wi-Fi is terrible and it doesn't have a really good connection when I do the AirPlay from my phone to the TV. So I'm just rocking it like this. But what we're going to do, guys, is I'm just using 25s at first, okay? I'm using 25s. I'm sitting on the edge of a bench. All we're doing is getting those to about ear height and just pressing them up like so. So we're just going to do about 20 of these things because this is just a warm-up set. I got 25-pound dumbbells, and we're going to work it out. But listen, I'm here to answer questions about fitness and finance. It's supposed to be a live Q&A. Of course, if there's some people that just want to come on here and visit with me and hang out, watch me lift weights, that's fine. But I would suggest that if you're going to join me in the mornings, that you hit the subscribe button, number one, and that you press that little bell so you get notified when I do come live. And it's all about Q&A, live Q&A, fitness and finance with Patrick. So I'm expecting you guys to ask me some questions about fitness or finance. If you do have those questions, in the meantime, we're warming up a set of 20 with 25-pound dumbbells, and we're just doing a quick little warm-up set to get everything in motion, get the shoulders and the chest muscles and everything sort of warmed up here. So a light warm-up set, doing about 20 reps or so, just until you feel nice and warm. And what we got to do is, come back to me, camera. What we got to do is we got to make sure that we are staying stretched. So you want to make sure you stretch out and just make sure your tendons and your muscles are nice and stretched, especially at my age, because you'll pull something. Matter of fact, what's crazy is I was getting back into working out about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and just trying to get myself back in shape and get my mentality back to it. And I was doing bench presses and I tore my shoulder really good, really bad. And so now for about the last year and a half, I've been trying to figure out a way to keep all this together and keep working out and keep motivated working through a shoulder injury. So I've got to stretch out a little bit, guys. It's good for you. Stretch out. Make sure that your shoulders, your tendons, your joints, your muscles don't tear, and that you don't get hurt. Stretch out. Always a nice little warm-up set with really light weight. Get everything activated. Stretch out before you even start your real sets or your real exercising, okay? It's a good idea. Take it from me, because I did get hurt, and it did hurt pretty bad. My shoulder ripped, so. No surgery, thank God, and I've been able to work through it. But I'll show you in a little bit when I actually get to doing real bench presses what I use to help me with that, okay? So I bought this little device I put on, and it helps my shoulder to not tear, and I can get the workouts done. But watch out after you warm up. It's a good thing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to level up the weight a little bit and start doing some real sets. And if you're just coming on, guys, this is live Q&A with Patrick. Some people have been saying hi and talking today with me. But this is live Q&A with Patrick during my morning workout, and I like to talk about fitness or finance. I do run a hedge fund. I do understand utilizing other people's money to grow wealth. I understand real estate, mortgage notes, passive cash flow, those kinds of things. Shucks, I even had a startup company back in my past. But so anything about that. And then also for anything fitness, right? You want to know how to work out better. You want to learn how to eat better, have better energy. It's supposed to be live Q&A. So if you see me coming up to the phone close like this, between my working out or something, I'm looking at my phone to make sure that I field any questions that you guys have about fitness or finance, okay? So please feel free to ask any questions that you'd like. And we're also doing a workout today, which is just the pushing exercises. It means we're pushing things away from our body, which is activating a lot of the muscle groups like shoulders, chest, triceps, those kinds of things. As you push away from you, those are the muscles that get activated. So we're going to be doing some shoulder presses. Did a warm-up set, and we're just getting started. Then we're going to go down, we're going to do some dumbbell bench presses. Then we'll go to some flat bench. We'll do some dips, and then we'll do some triceps. So that's the plan for the workout today. If you're working along with me, great. If not, ask some questions. Ask some questions about fitness or finance, maybe that I can help you with. If you have questions about losing weight, energy, anything like that, or finances, cash flow, how to better your situation financially, where you're not just only trading time and money, or time and energy for money, okay? It's good to have money work for you and not have to work for money, definitely, okay? So what we'll do is we'll, oops, lost my speaker. Let's get that thing back. Where'd she go? Oops. We lost my speaker. I think maybe I'll just stick it on my hat. That'll be easier, I think. How's that? Stick my speaker on my hat here, and hopefully you guys can still hear me well, and then that way it won't fall off my shirt. So, all right. So we're back in action. All right. If you're just coming on now, it's Fitness and Finances with Patrick. I do my workout live in my garage dungeon gym here in the mornings. And I figured I would just go live so I can help people with questions that they may have about fitness or especially finance. Do you guys need some extra cash flow in your life? Passive cash flow, would that help you? Would that help you live a more free life if you had cash flow coming in every month passively? Sure it would. And also if your health and energy was better, you can do a lot more for yourself, a lot more for your family. But guys, I'm live every day. My mom does. She needs money. Well, your mama should hop on my live and ask me some questions about finances, and I could help her. But right now we switched to 30-pound dumbbells, and 30-pound dumbbells, I'm going to be doing, I don't know, as much as until I burn. I'm really not doing my full strong sets yet, but I'm coming down and barely tapping my shoulder, just barely tapping my shoulder with the weight, keeping my arms out to the side, and just pushing those straight up and tap them in the middle above. So simple overhead press. You just, slow and controlled is a nice way to do it. Helps burn those muscles out. So anyways, guys, I'm going to do some overhead presses here. I got the 30-pound dumbbells. Usually we do about 15 of these or so. I don't know. I get lost in my workout when I'm looking at the live and talking to you guys, trying to answer questions. So I got a nice little burn there. Don't even know if I did exactly 15. You'll probably let me know because you counted and I didn't. All right. Oh, no worries, man. She's working right now. No worries, man. Tell you what, it's a good time to start learning about finances when you're young. So good for you. One of the things you should understand at a young age, if I were to give you some advice for youngsters, is start investing money early, like now. Start investing money. When you get some money, start to think that it's for a purpose for your future. Let me adjust this camera a little bit. So when you get money, you start to think it's for your future and not for now. So think of that when you're a young age. I know that what you told me earlier, I'm going to scroll down, but you told me earlier that you are like 9 years old, right? Was it 9 or 12? You can comment. 9 or 12. But anyway, he's a young kid, 9 years old, 12 years old. I think 9, he said. But whenever you have any money, for the youngsters out there, whenever you have any money, you're going to want to learn to invest that money rather than spend it. That is just what you learn when you're young. You don't need to know much more than that, honestly. Where to invest it would be something good to study. But you're so young. If I would have invested money into the stock market, just the S&P 500, let's say, invest money in the stock market when I was 9 years old, even $40, okay, at 9 years old, boy, that was 35 years ago. So anybody on the live, tell me, if you invested $40 35 years ago in the S&P 500, how much would the $40 be nowadays? Oh, yes, absolutely. So start investing. It's one of the things, right? Most older folks didn't do that. And so when older folks grow to be older and then are broke, then it probably means that during their life, they've used all their money for spending and they didn't invest any of it. And that's okay. A lot of people weren't taught these financial lessons, especially one or two generations ago. So it's not their fault. It's not their blame. But I'm just telling you, if you're young, yeah, you gotta invest. Let's see. AK says he's 24 years old, $17,582 in the bank, no car, no license, no girlfriend. I'm literally wasting my potential due to stubbornness and laziness. Hey, I appreciate the honesty. That's cool. But look, check it out. At 24 years old with 17 G's in the bank, you're better off financially than probably about 90% or 99%, 95% of people your age at 24. Most 24-year-olds don't have $17,000. That's facts, right? Yeah, right. Mike Murphy, he says, facts, man. I wish I would have invested into stocks when I was young. Dude, let me tell you something, man. Uh, as Warren Buffett from Berkshire Hathaway has proven, uh, same with Charlie Munger. If you guys study them, he's passed away now. But anyway, these guys, it's time in the markets. How much time have you been in the markets? Not trying to time the markets. Like, you're not, it's hard to time the markets. Day traders and things like that go up and I sold. It goes down and I buy. It goes up and I sold. It goes down and I buy. People are really good at it, but it's really difficult and takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of education and that kind of thing. But time in the market, like a kid who's 9 years old on here. We have a 9-year-old kid on here putting money into the S&P 500 or something simple that doesn't take brains and just letting it sit there for 40 years. Let me tell you something. That much time in the market is going to create some wealth for sure. Absolutely. I mean, when I'm 35, if I get to $40 every year, it's 1.4 thousand. No, you have to understand it grows. Okay. So when you invest, your money grows. The one thing we don't want to do anymore, you guys, is have money sitting in an account. If you have cash sitting in an account, it's a pretty bad idea because our cash is losing value big time. The United States dollar has lost. The United States dollar has lost 97% of its value in the last 100 years. And the United States government's about to lower interest rates, turn on the printing machine big time over these next couple of years, and the dollar is going to be devalued even more. And so, what maybe I make this lesson to you guys real quick before I do this next set, right? If I put, say, $10,000 in a savings account, and I let it sit there for 5 years, the one good thing we feel is that it wasn't at risk. I didn't lose any of the money, making a bad investment choice or something like that. So it makes people feel good to think I put $10,000 in the bank and I let it sit there. I'm saving that money. Well, it sounds good by principle, but it's a false narrative because of the inflation that's happening. Inflation's happening like crazy. So things you buy are getting more expensive. In that case, you have something that's going on that's a bad combination. If your money's sitting, it's not growing. Your money's not growing at all. It's just sitting. So in your mind, the $10,000 is still the $10,000. To you, that's good. You didn't lose anything. It's been safe sitting there. But let a few years go by. That $10,000, even though it's the same $10,000 that's sitting in that savings account, don't you understand that it has much less buying power in the marketplace? That $10,000 buys less stuff. So it is worth less. So cash sitting there is worth less over time. And when I say that, I don't mean, it's worthless. It's worth nothing. No, it's $10,000. And 5 years later, it'll still be $10,000. But as time goes on, the money buys less stuff. So don't you realize your $10,000 is worth less later, just sitting there? So you have to have your money working in an investment. You have to have your money growing. And the theory is, or the number one theory would be, to have your money growing at a rate that beats inflation. That way you're not going backwards. Let's see here. Just get a couple questions. I'm going to do this next set. Got a lot of stocks in JP Morgan. That's good. Do you get dividends off S&P 500? No, I don't mess much with dividend stocks. I get my cash flow because what he's talking about, guys, dividend stocks pays cash flow. So if you invest in a dividend stock, they pay dividends. Dividends is cash flow that comes to you from owning that stock. I don't play in that much with stocks. Matter of fact, I don't really play with the stock market as much as I should anymore because I'm into cryptocurrency more so than stocks. I'm into cryptos. And for my cash flow, you guys, I de-risk capital out of volatility. So the reason I don't like dividend stocks and stuff or play in the stock market is because you have a lot of volatility. It goes up, it goes down. The next new president or war announcement could damage your portfolio in that. And that's out of my control. And I don't like that necessarily. So what I'll do is if I make money in cryptocurrencies or something that's volatile and it goes up, I pull capital out of there and I de-risk it. I usually put that into a mortgage note because a mortgage note pays cash flow monthly by contract. There's no volatility. And like a bank, I have a physical piece of real estate as my collateral. And so it's very, very steady and it pays cash flow monthly. So very, very helpful content and not just brain rot. You, sir, are a hero. Thanks, AK. That's funny. I wouldn't consider myself a hero, but I just consider myself somebody who's blessed enough to be able to share information that could help people. So if you're just coming on now, guys, I do fitness and finances with Patrick in my garage every morning, 6:30 to 7:30 Pacific times, designed for Q&A. So if you have a question about investing, if you have a question about cash flow, bettering your financial status in this life, doing it in a smart manner, or just if you have questions about working out and fitness, I'm just here to answer your questions live. So feel free to drop your comments or your questions live in the comments, and I'll try to do my best to answer. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to switch to a, we're going to go to 35s now. We did 25-pound dumbbells. Then we did 30-pound dumbbells. Now we're going to move this up to 35. And let's go 40s. Let's go 40s, guys. This gets a little heavy on my shoulders, by the way, guys. If you know, I'm 46 years old, and I had a shoulder injury not too long ago from lifting. And so I got to be careful, guys. But all we're doing now is we're continuing our shoulder presses, straight up shoulder presses. And I got 40-pound dumbbells, one in each hand. And we're going to tear it out. I'm glad I was up early today. I definitely be stopping by to hear you out. That's cool, man. I really appreciate the support. If you want to show up to my lives in the mornings with me, you can work out with me if you want motivation to lift and get in better shape, or you can just ask me questions and we can have a powwow here and talk about fitness or finances, all right? Right now, we're going to go 40-pound dumbbells. So if you're going to ask a question, forgive me for a moment because I'm going to be struggling here a little bit, and then I'll get back to answering your questions. But we're just going to try to whip up 10 of these, 10 reps overhead shoulder press, and all we're going to do is use these 40-pound dumbbells, hike them up and get to it. So let's go. So we're going to go and do 10 of these, guys. And like I said, it's fitness and finances with Patrick live Q&A. Designed for you guys to come on here and ask me anything you want about fitness or finance. And let's chat about it. Let's powwow about it. Let's get healthier. Let's get wealthier. Let's have more energy for ourselves and our families. Let's look better. Who doesn't want to look better? I was like embarrassed there for a little bit, taking my shirt off at the beach as I was going down the wrong path with my health. And now I feel a lot more confident. So confidence, energy, and looking better, all that'll happen from exercise. It'll help you do better in business as well. Ooh, I'm weak this morning. Oh, those are tough. Woo! I am a little weak this morning. Here, come back and see me. I'm a little weak this morning. Oh, those shoulders are burning. Oh, it's good. So, guys, we come live here in the garage gym, my garage dungeon, my little gym I built. Come live to answer questions about fitness or finance. That's what I'm here for. So if you guys have any questions when it comes to fitness or your finances, drop your questions in the comments. I'd love to answer. Or you could just come and hang out and work out with me if you want in the mornings. You've got soft hands, city boy, because I'm wearing these gloves. Matter of fact, I don't. If you knew who I am, you'd know I'm not a city boy. And I certainly don't have soft hands. But I will tell you this. I love wearing these gloves. These gloves are awesome. Matter of fact, it's so funny. These are not workout gloves, by the way, guys. These are gloves that are used for mountain biking. My old mountain biking gloves, but I like to wear them. But just for you, so I definitely don't have soft hands, my man, but definitely for you, I'm going to take those gloves off so it'll make you feel better. No soft hands here, pal. None of those, but it's all good. It just feels really good and comfortable to wear those gloves to me, but just to make you feel better, I'll take those gloves off. How's that? So I think what we'll do is we will throw down one set. We're going to put the 45s on. We're going to max out the power blocks and do one more set, and it's going to be rough because my shoulders are already getting pumped, and I feel like a little weak this morning. If you've ever just felt that way, that's how I feel this morning. Shoulders aren't really activating too much. And it's probably because I've taken a little time off of working out and played a little too much golf. Come on, Cam. Yeah, a little too much golf. So, fitness and finance with Patrick. If you're just coming on, I want to answer your questions about finances, passive cash flow, setting yourself financially free, and or fitness, working out, getting in better shape, whatever floats your boat. But this is designed to be live Q&A, so ask away. And just so you guys know, I have a $250 million investment fund. I raise private capital, and I do real estate related endeavors. So I buy mortgage notes for secure passive cash flow, becoming the bank, owning people's mortgages around the United States, what I do primarily. And then the other one is we're developing some apartments from the ground up in Florida. We're building a 32 unit and a 48 unit. Just so you know, guys, giving a background of what I'm doing so that you guys know why I might be somebody to talk to about finances, raising capital, becoming financially free, and or just getting your butt in better shape. So anyways, Obi-Wan Kenobi said I got soft hands. So I took off them gloves. Oh, that's, whew, these are heavy. All right. Oh, we'll do 7 of them with the 45s. Boy, that's burnt. Burning those shoulders out, boy. Ooh. Oh, you've got strong hands, bro. Well, pick one, man. Yes. Yes, you can get a shout out, but I don't like your a total newbie. Okay, I was trying to read that. It's hard for me to read up close, but a total newbie. That's a funny name, but yes, a total newbie's been on here, guys. We got a young buck who's asking questions about finances. Said my mom could use some extra money. I said, okay, cool. Let's help her out with that. AK says, my problem is I don't know the question to ask when it comes to all that investing, and I would like to know where to begin. No problem. A total newbie, no problem, buddy. Of course, you get a shout out on here. But AK says the problem is he doesn't know the right questions to ask when it comes to all that. All what? Investing? You don't know where to begin? Or finance, fitness? What is it? The Mercedes is pretty badass. Yeah, thanks. It's an older Mercedes. It's an older one, but I love it. It was a body style that I'd always liked. And so when I had a chance, I got one. But thanks. She's fast, too. I appreciate that, man. Investment and financial in general. Well, I mean, it's tough to just start generally. But again, like I was saying earlier, in general, okay, you just have to understand that money is used as a tool, not as a consumable expenditure item, is what I'm saying, right? So if you get some money, the best thing you can do is invest it, period. We'll talk about where and how and all that good stuff, but money is to be invested. Money is not to be spent. That's like rule number 1, okay? That is a CLS 550. That Mercedes in the background is a CLS 550. And of course, I have the Suburban, right? Because I have kids and a family and stuff like that. So I got the Suburban. This is just my little cruise around town car. Yeah, the body style is fire. I appreciate it. I really like it. It's older, and I don't even like, they started making too much of a bubbly looking, rounded, bubbly, fenders and stuff like that on the newer Mercedes. Don't mind it. I just like this old style. It looks like a rocket ship. So anyway, digressing back to investing. Money should be thought of as a tool that's used to go out and earn you more money. Money shouldn't be used as a tool to buy things with. Now, I say that because that's just I guess a mindset principle. Once your money that you've invested has grown enough, then you can use some of that to buy stuff. Does that make sense? I'm not saying never buy nice stuff for yourself. No, that's not the case. But you shouldn't spend your time and energy to earn money, and then take that money you just earned by wasting your time and energy for it, and then go use and spend it on something. Okay? That's not the right track. Take the money you work so hard for and invest it. Let those investments grow.
then you can pull some money out of there to buy cool stuff. It's just a different way of thinking. And guys, if it's really simple, guys, I would say that you could invest in the S&P 500. You can invest some money in Bitcoin. You can invest some money in XRP if you like cryptocurrencies. And if you have enough money, you could buy a mortgage note. You could buy a partial of a mortgage note. You could do all sorts of different things. But I think that the key is understanding the mindset of owning assets and having your money work for you versus you spending all your time and energy just to work for money. What a Bitcoin. If you don't know what Bitcoin is, we have a bigger problem. Bitcoin is digital gold. It's the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, okay? So you have the stock market and you have the cryptocurrency market. On the stock market, stocks are traded, right? Those are companies that are trading value on the stock exchange. Cryptocurrency, digital currency is traded on the cryptocurrency markets, right? Exchanges like Coinbase or Robinhood. What's on Bitcoin? I don't know what you mean by that. Preface that question, and I'm going to get ready to do some flat bench so I don't get too caught up talking to you guys and forget to do my workout. But Bitcoin is the new digital store of wealth, like real gold. This thing always likes to bounce on me. I got this little camera, rotates and likes to lose me. Let's see. If I was in the military and still had a TSP, could I use that in an investment way, financial way? Yeah, I think so. I'm more familiar with non-military retirement accounts like IRAs and 401ks, and so my knowledge is very deep there. With the TSP accounts, I'm just not sure if there's restrictions on what you can invest in or not, but that's up to you to ask your financial advisor, your accountant, or your military consultant to ask what you can do with that TSP. But let me tell you something, guys. I use a lot of IRA money in mortgage notes because it's a contractual agreement to get paid a certain amount of money every month. It's not volatile. And real estate backs it as collateral. So it's like really safe, if you want to use that word. It's not safe. It's secured, though. No investments are safe. Should never be safe. You can lose money in every investment. But check it out, though, man. Yeah, if you have a military TSP, which, guys, if you don't know, and watching a military TSP is like an IRA, but it's an individual retirement account for military people. And so that TSP account, if it can be self-directed, okay? So that's one of the caveats. If somebody has an individual retirement account, we have to be able to either roll that money over into a new account or their existing account has to be able to be self-directed. It means that you have the power to invest that money where you want, okay? So if you can get it self-directed and you have the power to invest that money in things that you want to invest it in, then you can put that money in anything. I just suggest something like a mortgage note that will steadily grow your retirement with control and collateral, not something that's up and down and volatile and you never know where it'll be. So that's what I suggest. But, you know, assets over liabilities, you guys, assets over liabilities. They were just talking about my Mercedes in the background there, and I bought that Mercedes cash. Don't have a car payment on it, big deal, but I'm just saying I bought it cash with no car payment, but I bought it cash with cash that was created from an investment that I was involved in. So I had taken my money, I had invested my money into an asset, and in fact, I used other people's money for that asset. I had a partner, financial partner. But we bought this asset, and my end of it was a fair amount of profit when we exited the investment. And so I took that money that was paid from me from an investment, and I bought that car. So I didn't go to work and trade my time for money and then buy that car. I used my money for an investment. In fact, I had a financial partner involved with me in that investment, and we did well. And I made some dollar bills, and I bought that car cash from that deal. So that there's a lesson right there, right? That I operate the way I would teach. Okay. So, anyways, that's lesson number 1 for today, guys. And I'm just gonna do some flat bench here, warm up set again. I probably got I got 35-pound dumbbells. We're gonna do flat bench dumbbell presses. Do I have any paranormal? I do not. Do I have any paranormal in my house? What do you mean by that? Oh, but this is just flat bench warm up. We've got the 35-pound dumbbells. These are pretty light for me in this exercise, but we're just warming up. We'll do about 20 or 25 of them and just get the muscles stretched out. Remember, I tore my right shoulder not too long ago, about a year ago, doing benches, and it's just gotten better, and it still kind of sketches me out. So I'm really weary about my right shoulder, And we're just doing some 35-pound straight flat bench warm-up set real quick right here, just to get those muscles and those tendons activated a little bit. And we're just going to do a bunch of those here until we get a little burn. That's good. And get back to the questions. A ghost? No, we don't got no ghosts. We don't got no ghosts around here. No ghosts. I think we're just going to get to going heavy on these this morning. So we'll switch to, come on over here, little camera. So we're going to switch to the 45-pound dumbbells and just go at it. But anyway. So fitness and finance with Patrick. We want you guys to be able to talk about questions. It's usually designed to be a Q&A. I am just getting my morning workout in, but I want to answer questions about either fitness or finance, whatever it is you guys want help with. I'm here to answer your questions for you. So, well, it's cool if grandma's still hanging out with you, man. My grandma's gone and she don't hang out with me no more. So if you got your grandma coming back to hang out with you, good for you, brother. All right. So we switched to the 45-pound power blocks, and it's cool if you guys want to sit here and watch me work out, but that's not the point. The point is for you guys to be able to come on here for live Q&A. So if you have any questions about fitness or finance, feel free to ask. I'm all about financial freedom, passive cash flow, and understanding there's a different way for you to earn money than just going to a W-2 job. That's all. So maybe I can help you out with that, and or any type of finance talk. Let's see. Janot came on. How you doing? Welcome. My name is Patrick. I run a $250 million investment fund. I'm involved in real estate investments. I like to talk about passive cash flow and, of course, physical fitness. So you are welcome to ask any questions that you have. I love it. Let me read this a little closer, but it says, I hope you got insurance on that car, because if that bike falls on your car, I'm not going to be very happy. It's very true. It's very true. Definitely have insurance. Still wouldn't want the bike to fall in the car, though, but definitely have insurance. So what we're doing is pushing exercises today, guys, just in case you wanted to know. We're pushing things away from us. So we did overhead shoulder press. Now we're doing flat bench. Then we're going to go do some dips, and we're going to do some triceps. And you guys are just coming along with my workout here in the mornings. But I would love for you guys to ask questions. If you guys have questions about fitness or finance, that's really what I'm here for. It's the reason why I'm coming live, setting up this camera and doing all this mess. It's just to be able to give some helpful information to you folks. I'm here to provide value. So if you're just hopping on, I do my morning workout here in my dungeon garage gym, and I'm just here to answer questions about fitness or finance. So if you're just hopping on, ask me a question, right? I invest in mortgage notes. I build apartments from the ground up. I'm involved in real estate endeavors, but I'm 46 years old. I've been involved in a lot. Started my first startup company when I was 25 years old. So if you guys need any advice on anything fitness or finance, feel free to ask a question. I do this every single morning, Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 7:30 Pacific time. So if you want to join me, maybe work out with me in the mornings, or maybe just talk fitness or finance with me in the mornings, go ahead, hit the subscribe button so that you're a part of my channel, and hit that little notification bell. Now, we're going to do another set here, a flat bench, so give me a moment. I won't be looking at my phone, but if in the meantime, you guys can come up with a question on fitness or finance, drop it in the comments so that I can go ahead and address it for you. This is a live Q&A. Anything you want to know. In the meantime, I'm going to do one more flat bench set. These are 45-pound dumbbells. I'm using power blocks. We're just on a small little simple flat bench. So we'll hike them up, lay them down, and try to whip out about maybe 15 or so reps. Let's get it. So we're doing flat bench here. Got the 45-pound dumbbells. We're going to try to whip out about 15 reps. In the meantime, you guys, it is live Q&A. I want you guys to be able to feel free to put your questions about fitness or finance into the chat. That way I can read them and answer them. There's a couple things that happen with that, you guys, that are pretty neat. One of them is you're going to get your question answered. Another one is, there are a lot of other people out there that probably have the same question. And when you ask it and I answer it, it gives all the other watchers value. So feel free. I guess I didn't get quite 15 of those, but feel free to ask any questions that you may. so that I can get you your answers. It's getting warm in here today. Have a little space here. I'm going to turn that off. And we're going to open the doors a little bit in here and get some wind coming through. All right. Getting that garage door open. All right. So you got cards. Okay. So we got Lord of the Pancakes. That's a cool name. I love pancakes. What are your thoughts on Kanye West's recent remarks claiming to be the Messiah and lost king of the Hebrews? I think he's an idiot. And I do think most people up in Hollywood are idiots. So that's what I think of that. Why you stare? My goldfish drown? My goldfish drown? No! No! Don't tell me your goldfish drowned. That's funny. Why you stare? Why you stare? I don't know. Why you watch? Anyway, Patrick, live fitness and finance. Ask me what you want to ask me about fitness and finance. We're going to bust out one more set real quick because I'm lagging. Take a quick break between that set. Jarrett, how you doing? Welcome to live. It's just fitness and finance questions, guys. You got questions on becoming healthier, more fit, weightlifting, dieting, those kinds of things. It's the track that I'm on. And finances. I've been an entrepreneur since 19 years old. What is the meaning of life and why are we here? It's a really good question, right? One of the deepest questions. But I think one of the meanings in life is to become closer to God. He gives you a chance to figure it out from a flesh realm. I think one of the experiences in life is what you can make of it. How much push-ups can you do? I don't know. About 100. I can do about 100 push-ups. Something like that. Maybe 80 until I fall on my face. Let's see. We are here because of God. Yes. I quit drinking, but I crave sweets now. Gotta find better snacks. Yo, that's my biggest problem, man. I'm actually fairly good at working out now. As far as discipline and doing it daily and all that. But the diet is the worst for me, man. That's where I struggle the most. Diet's crazy. Hey, so I did learn this, though. There are some really cool people that you can follow that show how to make really delicious kind of sweet tooth style desserts that are extraordinarily good for you, and you make them at home. So that's what I've been doing lately instead of just getting the donuts or the cake or whatever it is. Jesus shedding his blood for us was because so we could go to heaven. Yes, true. Better to stretch before working out or after working out. I stretch before, and it's pretty good to stretch after you do any athletic activity to get those muscles loosened up. So stretching before and after is good, but before, certainly, if you're not doing stretching before lifting, you could definitely have a problem. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Let's see. AK, I had a thought. Is there people or companies or whatever the appropriate term is that can be trusted to invest money for me? Well, yeah, of course there is. Of course there is. That could be the difference of you doing it yourself or maybe investing in the stock market, which is, you don't really have control or do much in the stock market. But also like in my realm, right? You could invest with a real estate person that's already good at doing it and make some money that way. Can someone gain muscle mass by only doing calisthenics, push-ups, sit-ups, etc.? Yeah, absolutely. Of course. Absolutely. Guys, anytime you're tearing your muscle fibers and they're repairing themselves, you're building muscle mass. Do you know how to mod people? No, I'm not quite there yet. I mean, there's 11 people watching right now. I'm not sure if I need a mod quite yet, but maybe when this grows, if it does, I'll need a mod. But I'm pretty open, man. I mean, I'm a pretty chill guy, and we can all be adults here, even if you're 9. I got some younger people watching. But, I mean, if somebody got out of hand, I could just turn them off, block them. But maybe I will need a mod. Maybe that could be you. But like I said, this is just Fitness and Finances with Patrick. I show up in my own little garage dungeon gym daily, 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to go long today because I've been blabbing. But it's really to talk about fitness and finance, and it's open Q&A. Anyone want to trade? I have very high metabolism. I can eat. AK's got a high metabolism. That's good. Protein powder is not a gimmick. I mean, it's protein, but it's definitely not as healthy for you as protein that comes from nature, right? Anything that's made and manufactured by man is not as healthy as how it comes from nature. So I'm eating a lot of meat, a lot of eggs, and a lot of things that contain a lot of protein. But protein powder is good. I probably have one protein shake per day just to supplement an extra 40 or 50 grams of protein, because it's hard to eat that much food, to be straight up. So anyways, Fitness and Finances with Patrick. Do one push-up? No, I'll just take these 45ers and do 10 or 15 of them. I don't need to do one push-up. This is even harder. But we're just doing pushing exercises today. So we're going to do some flat bench here. I've already done my overhead shoulder press. So we're going to whip out these. These are 45-pound dumbbells. The dumbbells are called power blocks. They're nice and balanced. I like them because they're rectangular. Your hand goes in the center, and it feels good compared to standard dumbbells. But these are 45s, and we're going to just be whipping out, about 15 reps. It's not heavy, but if you do enough of them, it will burn you, that's for sure. And what we're trying to do today, guys, is just get a nice pump up in the chest, shoulder area, and we'll work on the triceps here in a few minutes. But yeah, protein powder is good, guys. It's not bad. It's a supplement. I wouldn't get all my protein from protein powder, that's for sure. Eat clean foods that have lots of protein. Yeah, absolutely. You're certainly, guys, anybody can reach out to me. I'm available for answering questions outside of this live, obviously. What are my thoughts on resistance bands? Love them. Absolutely love them. Resistance bands are great. I have some over here that I have available that were hanging on the rack. So resistance bands are really cool, especially when I had my shoulder injury. When I got my shoulder injury and I tore my shoulder, one of the things I would do with resistance bands is just rotate my shoulder like that, because it's very difficult to do with heavy weight when you have a shoulder injury. So I put my arm out here at about 90-degree angle like that and stretch up that resistance band, and then just pull it up like that, rotate it up like that. Just pull it up like that. So there's all sorts of great things you can do with resistance bands. Absolutely. And certainly keeps body momentum moving and things like that if you can't use weights or lift heavy weights. So I love it. And happy birthday on Thursday, brother. You can do the same thing as my workout. That's cool, dude. Feel free. I don't work out that hard anymore because I'm old and I've had injuries. So it won't be too hard to keep up with me. Yeah, resistance bands are underrated. Listen, anything, guys, understand something. Anything with resistance, any motion, any activity, any getting your heart rate up, any something that's pushing or pulling on your muscles is going to build. It's good for you. It's when we just sit around and do nothing like sloppy puddles that nothing happens and you just either get fatter and weaker or both. I always feel like there's no sitting still. When we sit still, we start to digress. There's no sitting still and staying the same. If you sit still, you're going to go downhill. You're going to get worse. So you're either going to get worse or you're going to get better. You just choose which one you want to work on daily. But yeah, so fitness and finances. Somebody was saying, like, hey, look, if I don't have the time or I don't have the education, but I have some money to invest, what can I do there? Well, there you want to invest into something that you trust, number one. Okay, something that you've studied, something that you trust, somebody that you trust. But you want to make sure too, guys, that you're papered up properly. Trust, few and far between these days. But when you get things papered up properly and contractually, you're good to go. But anyway, we run an investment fund. It's a Reg D 506C, which is regulated with the SEC. It's an investment fund, and our management team, in which there's 8 of us, run the fund and buy the assets, do the due diligence, do the workouts on all these assets. And we're very experienced and we make money. We're good at it. And so in that case, some people like to invest their money with us and let us do what we're good at while they're busy, right? People are working jobs, taking their kids to soccer practice, this kind of thing. They don't have time to become a professional real estate investor or anything like that. So you can invest with a fund management team that you trust, up to you and your due diligence. But there are ways to invest your money safely and securely while other people do all the work to churn that return for you, rather than just play in the stock market and things like that. So, I mean, what if you lent your money to a house flipper? And what if that person that was going to flip that house was really good at what they do? You know, they can bring the crews and the tools and they can get that house flipped, and they have this specialty skill set and they're going to go do all that work. They need some money, though, to go buy all the materials and get that house flipped and so on. So they need like a private loan from somebody to get that house flip completed. Well, there's a good passive way to earn some capital, right? But you'd have to trust the operator. You'd have to do your research on the property and the numbers and things like that to make sure that you feel you're safe in that investment. But I'm just saying, there's an example, right? You have a house flipper who's really good at what he or she does, has the crews and know-how to flip houses. Maybe you don't have that, okay? But you have some money. Well, you could lend money to the house flipper, and the house flipper could pay you a healthy return based on their skills and using a little bit of your money. So anyway, yeah, you definitely want to use money as an investment tool to earn you more money and not just spend. People spend too much money, okay? And you don't invest it. So we're going to do one more little set with the 45s real quick before I forget my workout. But again, fitness and finances with Patrick. While I'm down here doing this set, 45-pound dumbbells, we're just going to do some flat bench set right quick. But questions about finances or investing, questions about fitness, working out, or what have you, feel free. Drop a question in the comments. And as soon as I'm done with this little set here, I'm going to look back at my phone and see if I can get those answered for you. But yeah, these power blocks are great. You guys can still pick these up. These are an old set. They make better ones nowadays, but you can pick up some power blocks for a couple $100, adjustable dumbbells, and choose what size you want. These ones only go up to 45. I wish I had some heavier ones, but it's okay. No ego lifting here anymore these days, guys. A little older, and working through injuries, so just don't go crazy. Can someone invest and make profit if they have smaller budget or under $5,000? Absolutely, you guys. Look, it's not about how much money you have. That's the problem we get caught up in. It's not about how much money you have at the moment. It's not it, right? If you got $5, how much of the 5 are you going to invest? Okay. Are you going to just spend all 5? If you have $500, how much of the $500 are you going to invest? Or are you just going to spend it all? If you have $5,000, are you going to invest? How much of the 5,000 are you going to invest? 50,000, 500,000, same game. Haven't you heard people win the lottery and they get $5 million, but 2-3 years later, they're broke again? So it's the financial intelligence, how money works and what you're supposed to do with it, not how much you've got. The better you do with the mindset of investing and getting assets over liabilities, the better you do with that, then in the future, the more money you will have and you won't be complaining broke anymore. So it's just a time thing, guys. We have to invest the money and be patient. If you have under $5,000, man, I mean, pick something that you're passionate about and invest the money into it. Okay? Maybe not all. Keep $1,000. Put $4,000 into an investment. Keep $1,000. Right? Got to have some cash available for emergency, but your money needs to work for you. That's the facts. Your money has to work for you instead of you working for your money. So let me get back here. This is going to be a fun one, huh? So you get to see the struggles now. Struggles, I mean, because I'm about to do these dips. And with a shoulder injury before and being a little older and a little weaker than I was, dips are hard, you guys. But what I did was I got this thing, okay, in case you guys need to know. I got this guy, this elastic strap. It's a big elastic strap, and it goes on your shoulders. You put it on the front here, and you put it on the other arm here. And what it does is when you get super, super deep down into something, it provides a little support, almost like a spotter would if you were bench pressing at the gym and you had somebody kind of push up your elbows for you. Helps you at the very, very bottom, which I really need because I had that shoulder injury, a pretty good one. Tore my shoulder up pretty good about a year ago. And I didn't get surgery on it or anything. I've just been working through it. And it's a lot better now. But let me tell you, was that shoulder injury terrible. And it hurt so bad. I almost threw up when it happened because it hurt so bad. So I got to be a little careful, guys, when I'm doing chest exercises and things like dips. So put these puppies on like so, and it gives you a little help down at the bottom, okay? So you got that on there, and when I get up on these dip bars, and I go all the way down to the bottom of the dip, oh yeah, and push back up, okay? That helps my shoulder out quite a bit. It just gives you a little assist as if you kind of have a spotter. Let's see. Someone said, or you can open up a daycare in Minnesota. Yeah, huh? What about that catastrophe? Have you ever ate a MRE? Yeah, don't like them too much, but they're for survival, not for deliciousness. Thanks for the tips. Gonna get a quick exercise session in myself before I head out of work. Good, man. Get your exercise going. I'm gonna need one more of those. Hey, so you made abs? I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know if those you would be considered like abs yet, but trust me, from being fat with a beer belly, I've come a long way, and that's all that counts, guys. What we need to do too is we need to stop having compare-itis. It's a disease we get. I call it compare-itis, where, you know, everything you do, you're comparing it to someone else who's way better than you. That's not the way to live, you guys. So my abs are fantastic abs for me. My abs are fantastic abs for me, not for some crazy bodybuilder with 3% body fat that, you know, is 20 years younger than I am. Remember, I'm 46 years old, and I was going down the wrong path. No exercise, horrible sleep habits, lots of beer drinking, and I was fat, man. I was 20 pounds overweight, and my belly was huge. So, yeah, well, somebody asked if I had abs, right? I have abs for me, not abs for somebody who really has abs, but it's just a long way to go, guys, from being a fatso and having a big fat belly to actually being able to see some stomach muscles. Trust me, that's a freaking win right there. That's a freaking win. Let's Alt. Let's Alt. I like that name. Does that stand for alternative assets? Let's Alt. And I'm a good speaker? Well, thank you. So it's actually kind of tough to be a good speaker while you're doing exercises, by the way. You get a little out of breath. If you know why, if you're just hopping on right now and you're seeing me go up and down like I'm on a pogo stick, excuse me, it's Fitness and Finances with Patrick, and I'm doing dips, but it's a funny camera angle. So, dips are hard, guys. Without any help and just pure body weight, dips are difficult. Dips are difficult, and they definitely work because they're very difficult. But oh, you made it up. Let's Alt. Well, that's the investment space I play in. That's why I liked your name, Alt. I play in alternative assets, alternative to the markets. So I don't necessarily like to invest in the stock market much. I do like to invest in cryptocurrencies, and I do real estate. So we're doing dips here, and I'm going to just knock out a quick set. Oh, these are tough this morning. Cool. Yeah. Well, maybe I will need a mod. All right. So, guys, it's just questions, fitness, or finance. If you got any questions, fitness, or finance, great. Otherwise, no need to ask. My opinions on other things you probably don't want. But on fitness, finance, I got some good opinions I can share. Yeah, right. So the Lord of the Pancake said there's a Teddy Roosevelt quote. Goes something along the lines of comparison is the thief of joy. Super true. Super true. Well, here's the thing. There's always somebody in a better place. There's always somebody more strong, buffer, better six-pack. There's always somebody that's a better investor, more wealthy, has a nicer car, nicer. Always. So compare you to you. Compare you to you. Don't compare you to somebody else's life journey. That's not fair to you. You can only do as good as you can do. You can't do as good as somebody else. You're not them. So it's definitely true. Someone calls you fat, just ignore them. No one calls me fat anymore. Because I worked my way out of that. Listen, here's another way to look at it. If you're fat enough for people to call you fat, then maybe you ought to start doing something different with your diet and working out. And you show them, right? Oftentimes people are fat and they just don't want to admit it. It's troublesome with our society, is it not? Fat, P-H-A-T. Remember when that came out? Okay, took the shoulder help off. Some sets of 10. That's all we're doing, guys. Sets of 10. Whew. Dips are tough. Dips are tough, especially when you're a little older and you've had a shoulder injury recently. Boy, dips are very difficult. That's for sure. So, what we're going to do now, we'll just flip this puppy around here, and we're just going to do some triceps, and then we're going to end it. So, after my triceps here, we're going to end this live. So, probably about another 10 minutes or so. I'm 46 years old. I was born in 1979. 46 years old. Whew. So yeah, I'm 46 years old, born in 1979. And if you're just hopping on, you're new, it's just Fitness and Finance with Patrick. I'm just here to answer questions, guys. Questions about fitness or finance. If you want to be better physically or you want to be better financially, then ask some questions. Let me know. I just hit 40, been rough. I'm trying to make my health in my late 40s. In my late 40s, I'm trying to make my health as good as it was in my early 20s. That makes sense to you guys. Most of us in our early 20s were super beasts. I know you were. Right? It was easy to have a six-pack when you were 19 years old, right? Shed some light on the subject, open up that door there. Yeah, so when we're 16 years old or whatever, or 19 years old, gosh, it's pretty easy to have a six-pack, isn't it? Woo-wee, it is. You start to get older, your metabolism slows down, and habits change, right? The reason why it was so easy to be in shape back then is because we were always doing something. We were always outside. We were always doing something back then. Now you either sit at a desk and then sit in a car, then sit at home, and then sit in bed, lay in bed, sit in a car, sit at a desk, sit. That's all we're doing. People wonder why they're not in shape. You got to move. You got to move. You got to move to be in shape. That's all. It's not rocket science. Are you a fisherman? Yeah, you see my fisher stuff? I am a fisherman. For sure. Try 73 after surgeries. What's up, Tom? Dude, I get it. Trust me, brother. Out of here. I'm gonna shut that real quick. It's just loud. Family's leaving, so starting the car. I can't wait till my metabolism slows down. I've been stuck at around 150-ish for 6 years. Oh no, don't wish that, brother. Enjoy it while you got it. Enjoy it while you got it. Oh, by the way, guys, just tricep pull downs. All we're doing is 2 25-pound plates on each side. So I have 2 25-pound plates on each side, which is 50 pounds. And it's a regular one-way pulley system. So yeah, man, I mean, 73 years old after surgeries is even tougher. But there's always something we can do, no matter what age, no matter what our physical abilities are, injuries, things like that. There's always something we can do daily to exercise. Now, on the metabolism thing, and you want to gain weight and you have a really high metabolism and all that stuff, try really measuring your diet by an app, how many calories you eat per day, and then judge how many calories of those are proteins, how many fats, or how many are carbs. Do that, brother. And I'm not sure. What do you weigh? What do you weigh, by the way? When we were talking about having a high metabolism. 150 pounds? No, if you weigh 350 pounds, we need to make a change. Chair type exercise for me? Yeah, Tom, for sure. Absolutely, my man. Chair type exercises, anything that gets the body moving, gets the joints moving, gets the body stretched out, gets the muscles going. Anything you can possibly do. If we are 350 pounds, by the way, unless you're 7'6", but if you're 350 pounds, we definitely need to change habits. That's all. We're not supposed to be 350 pounds. No offense at all. I'm just saying. You probably don't want to be that big either. It's tough to be that big. What are my thoughts on water aerobics? For the right person, it's a beautiful thing. For the right person, it's a beautiful thing. Water aerobics can really be helpful for older people, people with injuries, people that have issues that they can't really sustain all the impact from ground exercises. It's fantastic. Again, like I said, I'm an advocate of aerobics, period, man. If you can do aerobics anywhere. You weigh 50 pounds, but you're 9, buddy. I like that. 9-year-old says he only weighs 50 pounds. You better get to lifting, boy. No, if you're 9, at 9 years old, the best thing we can do is learn spatial awareness and learn how to do these exercises and get educated on our body. 5'11", 200 pounds, goal 180. So that's kind of what was going on with me, Tom. I'm only 5'7". I'm a shorty, but I was 5'7", weighing like 190. Yeah, I was like 5'7", weighing like 190. Wasn't good, man. Now I'm 168, I think today. 168 pounds from 190. And I certainly didn't have muscle mass or muscle tone. That's changed quite a bit. So yeah, I mean, I went from 5'7", 190 pounds to now 165. And you know, my six pack is showing up. It's not a six pack of some young bodybuilder. It's showing up, getting there, but nowhere near where it needs to be. The military literally made me shorter. That's probably no doubt, man. That's what AK said. AK said the military made him shorter. Is it true that it's not good for your joints to wear ankle weights? No, it's bullshit. Yo, so what's the workout? Tetra, we did overhead presses with dumbbells. We did some flat benches with dumbbells. Came over here and did some dips on the dip bars. And then now we're just doing some tricep press downs. So it's a pretty simple workout. Just a little chest and shoulder pump, all that. And now I'm getting some triceps. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Yeah, and if you guys want to join me here, 6:30 to 7:30 in the mornings, I'm running overtime today. It's okay. But for an hour and a half in the mornings here in my dungeon gym, you can work out with me. Yeah, that's cool because I just want to get my workout over with. But I figured while I'm doing my workout, I would answer questions to you guys about fitness or finance. So if you want to join me, hit the subscribe button and then hit the little notification bell. And then when I do go live, you'll get notified. You can hop on with me. It's all good. I like company. And if I can have a chat with some people about fitness and or finance and help somebody, that's why I'm doing this, guys. My fitness is underway. I'm fine. I'm doing well with my fitness. My finances are underway. I'm doing fine with my finances. So everything's good over here on that end. But there are some people out there that could use some questions and answers on whether it be their fitness or finance. So I'm here to just help. That's all. Here to be a friend. Let's say a virtual friend, right? Had somebody coming in here earlier from Toronto, Canada. It's pretty cool. Have some people coming in from all over the world on this live actually already. And I've only done, I think this is my fourth one. So, hi. See ya. Have fun at school. See ya. There goes the fam out to take my daughter to school. I would have been still scrolling if I didn't come across your channel. Oh, I'm glad I stopped the scroll. That's good. Oh, sorry. Family's saying bye to me right quick because they're taking my daughter to school. The endless scrolling, man. I get caught there too. Listen, if I can help anyone else, that's why I'm here. If I can help anyone else. If I helped you today, stop scrolling and come to something where you could get some information or whatever that's helpful, then good. It's all good, guys. Damn, AK, you went from 6 feet to 5'11" after the military? How funny. That's crazy. They had you hiking and rucking in packs, huh? Too funny. Too funny. Ugh. Just finishing up with a little tricep press down, guys. 50 pounds on here. 2 25-pound plates on each side of the rack. And we're just pressing them down. Nice form. And just stay quiet in your body and just press those suckers down to the ground. And you will find that you will get a nice burn. So, the infamous B6, what's up? AK, it was good having you guys on here today. Yeah, trying to get those gains, guys. Trying to get those gains. I'm having my little pump cover on today. There ain't no show off around here because there's always someone buffer, more cut, more built, all that stuff. So I'm just doing the best I can for me. You guys should do the best you can for you. That's all you can do. Stop comparing yourself to other people, financially or physically. You're where you're at. And you got to do your best to do what you can do with your life, with your finances, and with your physicalities and your fitness. It's all up to you. No one's going to rescue you. AKA, I'm a Skeletor. It's all good, dude. Try eating 3,500 calories a day with over 200 grams of protein. Try that. Just try that. Try eating over 3,000 calories per day. Try 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day. And make sure that those calories are packed with protein. Try 200 grams of protein and 4,000 calories a day. Promise you won't be a Skeletor after 3 months of that. And lift. Lift weight, excuse me. Always a bigger fish. Always a bigger fish. Physically and financially. There ain't no doubt. Yeah, type of meat. Well, I eat red meat, and I'm kind of picky, so I like filet mignon. My wife... what does my wife have? What cut of meat does my wife have? I'm not sure. But I do filet mignon. I just like it because it's tender and it's not fatty and doesn't have a bunch of chewy pieces and things like that in it. So I eat a lot of red meat. Plus tuna. Eat a lot of tuna. A lot of steak. A lot of natural foods. And we get it through farm fresh and stuff. So I don't get my steak and my food from grocery stores. I try to get most of my stuff from farms, including my eggs. Why is bacon not good for you, AK? AK says, I like bacon, but unfortunately it's not good for you. Why is it not good for you? Guys, don't be deceived. Bacon is fine. Bacon is fine. Why? Because it's greasy and fatty and gives people high cholesterol. Remember, they jacked up the food pyramid and lied to us for years now, guys. Natural foods, natural meats, natural eggs, clean water, fruit juices. These are just get from grass-fed pig. It's kind of funny. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. AK, we were all led to believe. We were led to believe, right? Don't eat eggs. Eggs will give you high cholesterol. Come on, guy. We've been led down the wrong path for years. Fortunately, I think things are finally starting to turn. The age of authenticity and the truth is coming out. I think a lot of things are going to be different. This world and the universe goes through cycles. And we've just gone through about 100, 150 years of pure lies. Okay? So, yeah, they said they flipped the food pyramid. AK, they flipped the food pyramid. Listen, I'm telling you, man. We've been lied to about a lot of things, folks, and I won't even get into that because I got to end this live. It's been a while. Thanks for being on with me and everything like that. I'll be back tomorrow morning. And this is 5 days a week, right? So Monday through Friday, I'm going to try to be on this 6:30 to 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. If you want to join me, hit subscribe, hit the little bell to get notified when I do go live. And I'm going to be on here, and I'd love to have people that just want to come on here and work out with me. People that are just motivated to say, hey, if he's going to do it every morning, then I'll do it every morning. And if I can get some people to work out every day, that's a win. If I can offer helpful information on here too, guys, about, fitness or finances or anything like that, and I can give people some insight or some motivation, some education, some nuggets, that's really what drives me to want to do this. So, yeah, super awesome, guys. The lies are disappearing. Things are coming to truth. Natural foods, red meats, butter, eggs. These things are the best things for our bodies. Get away from processed stuff, which is 72% of the grocery store, right? Processed stuff, sugary things, carb-filled things, cereals, these kinds of things. It's just they're not really food. They're designed to fill you up, but not really food. So anyway, eat real natural foods. Try clean water too, guys. Don't drink bottled water out of plastic bottles and that kind of thing. Try to get yourself clean water source. I bought a water filtration system for my countertop. It produces beautiful water. It's good for you. So anyways, guys, keep up on your health and your wealth. I wish you guys absolutely the best. I hope you guys have a really awesome day and an awesome week. Happy Monday. And again, I'm going to be here to talk fitness and finances with y'all every single morning, 5 days a week, right here in my little dungeon garage gym. So hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell to get notified when I go live, guys. And I will love to see you guys tomorrow. All right. Ciao.